darling loves. We are tier list in fruit. Here we have some citrus fruit, a pomelo, a grapefruit, an orange, tangerine, perhaps a clementine. We have a honeydew, our melon section, a watermelon, pomegranate seeds, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. We have a green apple, an iteration of a red apple, not a red delicious. We have a peach, we have a nectarine, we have a plum, we have two kinds of pears, kiwi, avocado, banana, seedless red grapes, cherries, green grapes, seed red grapes, a tiny bit of coconut. Poor fellow went bad. Oh, we got a little sliver of coconut there. Two mystery boys. I'm not sure what these are. I kind of vaguely, I just need to Google their names, but that one's a bizarre one. We got pineapple. We got two kinds of dragon fruit, papaya, and mango for our fruit tier list, a comprehensive fruit tier list. I want a banana. I don't know if I mentioned the banana. But here's our lovely fruit. What an exciting day. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hello, beans. Hello, my darling, beautiful, beautiful life forms. Today is an exciting day. I have taken a nap. I've accomplished a handful of tasks domestically. And now I've arrived here with you guys to do a fruit tier list, which is really exciting. I did my best to gather all the fruits I could think of. I don't think we're missing any at the table. An exciting array of fruits here organized for your viewership and for me to consume and reflect back to you my thoughts upon. Some of these, I like the concept of the litmus test, and I think for that, the apple is a good standard baseline fruit to begin with for testing tiering fruit. I think the apple is the standard. I love fruit. I have a lot of fruit. I'm gonna have to give fruit to people. I'm gonna eat a lot of fruit within reason and enjoy these lovely carbohydrates, these lovely nutrient-dense carbohydrates. I guess mixed in with some healthy fats with the avocado guy and a little coconut. Sadly, coconut, he went bad, but I salvaged a little bit of coconut sample. We got an unripe mango, papaya. We got all the things. And we got these two boys. I don't even know what this guy is. I have to figure him out, but that's all right. We'll figure him out. Whatever this guy is, he's interesting. And these little guys, I have to look up the name of, but we'll get to that when it comes. Yeah, let's begin. Let's begin tiering fruit and reflecting upon fruit. Put a little sticker off. One wretched thing about me is that I eat all of everything. For example, apple stems, apple cores, lemon rinds, and shrimp tails. And when I did consume meat consistently, I would gnaw on the bone. And that's one thing that's been drawing me back to meat is like a horrible Paleolithic beast. I have dreams of gnawing on the bones of fallen life forms. It's probably normal for someone with the blood of the Neanderthal. Yeah, I'm not sure the validity of the sentiments about certain blood types acquiring meat. I've certainly been fine without it for many years. But yeah, more of a novel thing for me, including back in my life. In the once monthly capacity. But to speak on apples, the thing we're here to do, I do think apples are very diverse in their iterations. I think we have a Fuji apple, a Gala apple, Honeycrisp apple. I'm not sure. This one, texturally, is not my favorite. I like a crisp apple. I like a very sweet crisp apple, as opposed to like a mushy apple. This one's a little soft. Well, I mean, it has a bit of crisp, but I like it to be sweeter, and I would like it to be more tart. This one is rather neutral, but when analyzing apples, I'm going to put apples as a whole together as a genre, and also give them a separate tier. This apple, this apple gets a C, but again, not the best representative of apples as a whole. I feel inclined to consume the whole thing, even if it's going to take a moment. And I'll speed through certain bits. Moving on to a green apple. No, I'm not really a fan of the Granny Smith apple. I like green apple flavored things. They're fun. But yeah, a little too sour. It might sound kind of lame, but my fruits, I want some sweet, you know? But this, I think, is better than the apple I just had. And that, although it's not, you know, it's just very sour, it's not super sweet, it's still coming with like more flavor than the very neutral apple I just had. A neutrally flavored apple. I feel as though a good apple is really good. And this is a really good iteration of the Granny Smith apple. This is a good champion for the Granny Smith apples here. Good representative. And it's going to get a B. And I think apples as a whole, I don't think that first apple was a good representative of apples. I think apples as a whole have to get a B across the board. As a standalone fruit, they're consistently good. You can't really go wrong. However, there are more luxurious, flavorful fruits. And you have to take into account the many applications of the apple. Obviously, apple pie, a delightful dessert. Apple juice, apple sauce. Ooh, yes, apple sauce. Mm. Mm-hmm. Apple flavored things as a whole. Very good. All right. I'm gonna leave some residual apple. Nothing will go to waste. Don't you worry. I'm gonna leave it up here for a B tier pile. B tier pile. Beginning with the apple. Let's move on to pears. As a whole, we have two pears. We have one that is a Bartlett pear. And I have a soft spot for pears. And apples. You know, I don't know that I was very kind to the apples just now. But I do like apples. Enough to give them a B in a world of fruit. And fruit's like it's a densely packed field of competitors. Fruit are good. And pears are also very good. You know, I was complaining about mushy apples, but that's what I like about pears. It's like what they're meant to be, is bring a little mush, and I really like it. I want things to be strongly what they are. You know? Like when I'm feeling a pear texture, I want a pear. I don't want a little bite, a little crisp. I want an apple, you know? And they both go good with cheese. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pears are good, wow. Pears are so good. Oh no. Unripe. That's my fault. My personal, it's still good. But yeah, obviously my fault. This boy's unripe. Liking pears more than apples today. However, I believe they both deserve B's. They're neutral, solid fruits, but they're not like standouts. They're not particularly bad fruit. I don't think there is any particularly bad fruits. They're not like a robust fruit to write home about, which I think we do have some of those here. Moving on, we are going to go for a peach. I think this is a white peach of some kind. I guess it's worth considering too. I'm not sure which ones of these are all in season. Like the pomegranate, for example. Couldn't even find one. But I got this like bucket of seeds. That is a white peach indeed. I'm gonna be spilling fruit juices. I'm using my coconut to catch them. Or coconut, I cracked them open with a hammer over there. And do you know he's rotten? So I'm surprised some of this fruit isn't ripe. I had to go to New York and left it in my fridge for a few days, but I'm sure leaving it on the counter, I just don't want to risk it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I feel like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is fun for me because it's like, a lot of these fruits I don't eat consistently. Like a daily fruit I would eat is like an apple or a pear. And I don't know why. They're just like, you know, staples, like consistent ones that you can palatable on a daily, but I mean a peach, I don't know. Like is a peach not? Can I not eat peaches daily? Because to me this is a superior fruit. It's juicy. It's juicy and peachy. That's so good. I'm torn between A and S. I want to. Where have its pit? Where did its pit go? Where did its pit over here? What will represent? It's on the lineup. We got our B pile pear. We have a pit here, and I'm gonna put it on the cusp of A and S for now. That's tough. Like I'm having a hard time imagining a fruit being better than that peach. That peach is so good. What? Peach is so good. We're gonna do, oh, so peachy. I'm gonna do this nectarine. It's also very good. It's meaty. There's meat to a nectarine. Which I can really get behind. Yeah, the nectarine's making me smile. Yeah, smile, but some happy chemicals going on. And the nectarine's also giving me clarity, as nectarines do, I suppose now in the lore, as it is framed B pile, nectarine A, and that bumps peach to an S. Peach to me, I'm gonna solid S. I like that meaty factor of the nectarine, but I remember about how it's aggressively juicy that peach was. Exploding in my mouth, everything a fruit ought to be is that peach. these pitted fruits. What are they called? Are they rock fruits? Is that the term? They're coming in hot. Coming in hot. We're coming out here with another one. We have a plum. That's special stuff. Just this water content. That's absurd. It's so good. It's an S. I should have had it right next to the peach. I guess I did, sort of. Oh my goodness, it's an S. I'm just gonna use my shirt. Again, Neanderthal. Wipe my juices, my white shirt, my juices. Well, that is an S. Peach and plum. Those are darn good fruits. Let me tell you. Peach and plum lead in the pack. S tiers. I want to do more. We got more ones with pits. As long as we're in the realm of pits, that leads us to cherries. I don't like the. Put all the little cherry seeds in here. I'll avoid eating their stems. As a large consumer of foods, one thing that doesn't appeal to me in particular are the little things with pits. As someone who wants to rapidly consume fruit, like a ravenous animal, could be a bit of a hazard for someone like me. And as a result, we're gonna have to give them a B. I feel kind of bad about it, but I'm gonna give them a B. I think they're flavorful. I think they're a little inconvenient. I do love them with chocolate. I love cherry flavored things. And they're all about fruit. They're not a go-to. You know, they're more novel than pear and apple, which is always a selling point for me. But they're not, yeah, they're inconvenient. They're inconvenient little fruits. And that's that. Cherry's gonna be. Let's segue into the grapes. Let's do the grapes. So I got a bunch of grapes, and we'll do grapes as a whole. I got these seeded grapes, which I've been munching on all this stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. See, there's a cherry trying to sneak in and end my life with its pit. I do. Appreciate the grapes. Red grapes, good. Seeded, good. I like the seeds. I like the little crunchy crunch. However, the not seeded appear to be sweeter. Grapes are good. No denying. Grapes are good. Grapes are very good. I've been craving these fruits all day. Oh my goodness, I have a hab. It's staring at me from my fridge, tempting me. I think I used to. Grapes are like a kid's food to me. I don't know. I used to have them a lot as a kid, but now I'm like, do adults eat grapes? Why not? The forces and powers that be, society, try to tell us to be many things and push us many directions. And how does make-believe society, social constructs, when it is not appropriate to consume grapes. Grapes are an A. Grapes are good. I'm about to eat this stem. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I mean, I'm already eating like bits of stem. What I'm saying about the cherries, for me, and honestly kind of a drawback with those pits as well. There's something I gotta eat around. It's like, we'll eat a core. Yeah, grapes are an A. Grapes are an A. I will eat a core, but I will not go as far as to eat a whole pit. It's a deadly endeavor. Grapes are real good. They're a bit neutral in the flavors they're bringing, but they're juicy. I got a preference clearly for eating fruit. I want some juice. I just grabbed a kiwi. I'm gonna traumatize you guys because I don't have a knife over here. I'm gonna eat it like this. You guys probably don't like it. That's okay. Again, society, man tells us to do lots of things, but I follow my heart, and that's good. And I've been sleeping on kiwis. Kiwi is an easy A. This is a juicy fruit. That's a juicy fruit. It's flavorful. The skin edible. Neutral skin adds a little bit of fun fuzz. You like some fuzzy fruit? Go for a kiwi. Kiwi's good. That's an A. Those juicy boys. Juicy boys lead in the pack. Pears at like top of B, based on that metric. Moving on. I'm gonna clear some room. Make this look like less of a insurmountable thing. I'm gonna go for another like staple. To me, this is like bananas and apples kind of live in the same realm. I have this thing in my teeth. Thumbnail of a gorilla. Picking his teeth with a banana. I'm a fan of bananas. I eat them a lot, or I was. I go through phases with all my food, but bananas are good. Bananas are an A. Just they're an A. I love bananas. They're not juicy. There's no juice factor. They're unique. They're entirely themselves. I don't feel like we give them enough credit for. Nothing is like a banana. You go with good with peanut butter, chocolate, two things I love. They're lovely. You can deep fry them. Plantains are a version of same family, also good. Banana A, versatile. Put them in a smoothie, bam, bam. I like them. I even like fake banana flavor. That's fun. Bananas are fun. Bananas are fun. And for a common fruit, you know, banana, orange, apple, they're like our common fruits. I'm tempted now by the orange. But moving on, let's go to berries. Let's get strawberry. Very good. Very good. Do you eat the stems? I'm kind of sorry. No, not really. No. They're so good. Mm. You know, for me, I'm just gonna say it. Berries as a whole are an S. I love berries. I love berries. Oh my god. I love blueberries. I love blackberries. I love strawberries. I love raspberries. And they are the most densely packed fruit. Oh no, you got a little. That's okay. Well, no. I'm gonna eat this side of them. Little rotten berry. They're the most densely nutrient-packed fruit of all the fruits. All the micronutrients exist in the berries. If I had to rank my berries, blueberries taste like kiwi to me, or maybe vice versa. Let me know if you ever made that connection. I don't know what it is. I think blackberries are my favorite. Maybe. I do like raspberries. I love them all. I love them all. I'm a big old berry monster. They're good for you. They are berries. We have our, what is that, B? We have A. And now we have S's. We have S's right there. Wouldn't you know? And they contain, I'll move my pits back. Contain berries, peach and plum. Let's do a watermelon. That's a good fruit. Got a big whole watermelon here. Do the thumbnail? Maybe. I love watermelon. Watermelon is good stuff. As a child, I've told this story many times, and I still get, I'll start there, but I still get anxiety eating watermelon inside, because I feel as though I'm breaking a rule, because as a child, my rule with watermelon was that I had to eat it outside. It was a rule I was given, and I assumed it to be some sort of watermelon law, coditure surrounding the rules of watermelon. But again, back to societal constructs. These are just like structures that were, you know, they're lies. It's lies. You can't eat watermelon inside. You can eat the skin of a kiwi. Yeah. You know, the issue I'm arriving at the watermelon is that although juicy, and something I crave often, mainly for its texture and like general nostalgia and vibe, watermelon, very good, goated. But in the context of these fruits, you got some heavy hitters. It's tough because it's not hitting as hard as the S's. I'm just gonna say it. It's rather neutral in its flavor. It is sugar and water, which is surely very good, but it's gonna land it in A, above cherries and apples and pears, but beneath peaches, plums, and berries. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. They're big. They're my kin in that way. In that regard. However, I'm trying to be thorough here. That's the one thing with me. Food is thoroughness. Without making too much of a mess inside. He's an A. He's good. Watermelon gets an A. Not an S. A. Let's move on to a honeydew. Honeydew, I feel like it's a bad reputation. I like honeydew, and I like cantaloupe. I don't care what people say about either. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like people hate on them. I don't know why. I think it's because they're like the hotel, that little like continental buffet fruit, which isn't like the best example. No. Best example of honeydew. Not this juicy lump of honeydew. I need another plate. This is catastrophic. Returned with the plate to eat over, as I should have done with the watermelon, hence my banishment. Honeydew gets a bad rep. Ooh, I'm getting full of fruit, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's a lot of water content. I'm trying to get enough of all this fruit, because I also don't want to give all this fruit away. I also want to enjoy the fruit collection, but I like honeydew a lot. I do. I think it's on the same tier as watermelon. Maybe I'm crazy, but sometimes I like it more. Same with cantaloupe. Sometimes I like it more. They're more meaty. It can be really flavorful if you have a good one. You know, you can't use the metric of like motel, continental breakfast, honeydew, or like plastic bin. You gotta get yourself a real honeydew, consume it. It's darn good stuff. You really can't go wrong. I mean, oh my goodness. Right now, better than the watermelon, but cannot rationalize an S on the honeydew. But it's very good. I don't want to stop eating it. It's addicting. It's juicy. There's something about it. Yeah, honeydew is an A. I'm gonna consume this one because I'll feel bad about not. I'm gonna make sure he gets thoroughly consumed. I think that's thorough. Honeydew, A. A. B's. Oh God, I'm feeling good. I'm not full like in a calorically full sense. I'm full in like I just drank a bunch of water, which is actually like the dietary like weight loss benefit of a high volume foods, vegetables, many fruit, that they fill you up with lots of water. And they hydrate you. Your nutrition can hydrate you. I'm going to move on to one that I'm very excited for. That is pineapple. Let's cut it into this boy, tasting him already. And let me tell you, he's a good one. I cannot tell a lie. Pineapple's an immediate S. It almost needs no explanation. I'm gonna give one. It's punching you with flavor. That's what it's all about. Oh man, it's good. It is so good. Oh man. I have one more slice here. It's acidic. It's sweet. It's tart. It's entirely its own. But it's like it's some paper towels too. I'm returning. I'm a barbarian. I'm back with paper towels. Better late than never, I suppose. As I was saying, pineapple, amazing. One thing I'm maybe not considering across the board enough is like general application to other things. Like I mentioned with the apples, where we're treating these as like standalone fruits. I think pineapple as a standalone fruit is an easy S. Berries, compared to the other S's, maybe less easily applied to other things. Like berries for me, chocolate, sorbets. I can do pineapple sorbet. Who am I kidding? There's a lot you can do with a lot of fruit. The flavors of sugar and acids and tartness, sweetness. It's all so good. Pineapple's an S. He's going in. He's going in the S tier. Bring that slice. Remove him. Move him to the side. Pineapple's an S. I think I'm gonna move on to when I kind of feel like I'm gonna have some hot takes on pomegranates, because you know what? I think maybe I'm gonna have a really hot take. I gotta think pomegranates are some BS. I think they're weird. I think they're annoying. My sister's gonna be very sad watching this. I think they're her favorite. I think they're a lot of people's favorites. There's something romantic about them. You know, they have roots in mythology and theology. Kind of a sacred fruit. But I think they're dumb. I do. I don't think they're that flavorful. I think they're hard to harvest. I think they have a very particular season in which they're reasonably good. And maybe these are very out of, I mean, they are out of season, I guess. Maybe this is bad pomegranate. But as a whole, I'm not impressed. They're expensive. They're crunchy. They're unique, but no. They're our first seed. And people are gonna be mad at that. But I think they just like got on a hype train for some reason. They're kind of like an elitist fruit. And I don't think they're that good. I'm gonna say it. They're the fruit of the bourgeoisie. They're not a fruit for the proletariat. I'm a man of the people. And they are not a fruit of the people. So they're a no. They're a C. And a C on the grand scheme of things is they're still fine. Pomegranates are fine. They're fine. I'm gonna do this. You know, I'm gonna do the coconut. It's still sitting over there. I got a coconut. My little slivers I salvaged from my little spoiled coconut. Aw, it's unfortunate he went bad mostly. Coconut's an odd, novel fruit. That's gonna get a B. Coconut gets a B. I love coconut flavored things. I think if you're just gonna eat a coconut, probably live a long time on them. I think they're fatty. I think they have a lot of fat, which is rare for a fruit. We'll move on to our only other fatty fruit here, which is the avocado, technically a fruit. I guess, yeah, another pitted one. Another pitted fruit, an avocado. Coconut's a B. Fun, novel, odd fruit. Good for flavored things. I like coconut flavored desserts. Can go good on some savory stuff too. General application of a coconut. I feel like they're pretty fun, but standalone fruit, you know, it might even teeter towards a C if we're being real. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna put coconut, just like if you're eating a coconut, it's gonna get a C, unfortunately, for the coconut. And I'm feeling a little contrast here, like a palate cleanser. Got all this sugar. We gotta switch to avocados, which have like no sugar, no carbs, to boot. They have lots of healthy fats. And that's about it. They're like a fat and fiber blob. And I love an avocado. I do. I do. They're so good on their own to me. I think they're so good. Like you're eating essentially butter. Like a nutrient rich, fibrous, healthy butter. They're so good. And obviously their application is vast. And although I'm not supposed to take it into particular consideration, it does give it like nudges up. And an avocado is an easy A, even as a standalone. But there's gonna be like a fruit that's on the fringe of like a ranking, I will take into consideration the general application. Not that the avocado is, I think it's a clear-cut A, but Just for the context of the video. Thought it was worth stating. But yeah, avocado is so good. Talk about avocado stuff. Put it in some fish tacos. Y'all know I like a fish. If you don't, you know now. I love a fish. That's good. I love avocados. The only fruits remaining, we have two kinds of dragon fruit. I believe those are dragon fruit. A papaya and a mango, an unripe mango. I'm going to eat it thinking of it as though it is ripe, as to give mango a fair shake, the shake it deserves. We have this pile of citrus fruit, which I'm kind of loathing, because it's harder to save and I don't want to eat all of them. But I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to eat them, and I'm going to save them. I mean, so I'm getting pretty full, surprisingly. It's that water content. Because like I could have eaten like those Pop-Tarts. I mean, I could just like, that's the thing. That's why, you know, on a whole, picking certain kinds of foods lends to you being fuller, you not wanting to eat as much. Whereas Pop-Tarts, you can just like, if you're a big boy like me, I could eat 50, 60 literally Pop-Tarts. Literally. And, you know, probably not feel great, but I could do it. Whereas I could not eat 50, 60 apples or dragon fruits. Wow. What? I don't think I've ever actually... I got two kinds of them. They're so pretty. Like, what? What? This is good. This is a good fruit. How unique and weird. It's not an S. No. It is good and filling. Watery. So hydrated. So full of a variety of nutrients. My digestive system is working so hard. My metabolism. Oh, but this was good. What? For a rank, I'm gonna eat his counterpart and see if there's any difference between them. They are different. Wow. It's hard to put a finger on the ways they're different. This one's less sweet, maybe, or less watery. Maybe more sweet and less watery. It's almost more like gelatinous. They're both maybe even more meaty. I like them both. They could just be the same. And it could just be them being independently different little, you know. It could just be a case by case thing. Like perhaps the pink ones are also sometimes taste that way. But I like these boys. And so unique. They're not an S. I can't in good faith do that. But I think they're good. I think they're good. I don't think they're, I don't know. They're right on the cusp. I'm going to put them in A. They're right on the cusp. They're good. But, yeah, you know, they're more as beautiful. I mean, come on now. What a uniquely their own thing. Let's eat this unripe mango, which is such a shame. It's a green mango. These are green mango. I sliced off some bits. I can say really quickly, mango's an A. And would be a candidate for S. But I again find their pits egregious. Too much. They have big pits. Gotta work around them. Mangoes are a lot of work. They're delicious. Flavor S. Work required bumps them down to an A for me. Mango is an A fruit. A lot of these fruits are A fruits, it would appear. We're moving on to papaya. Papayas are weird. I'm honestly pretty not versed in papaya. I had a little papaya, not a lot, and I didn't like papaya. I don't know if you're supposed to eat the seeds. Yeah, I still don't like papaya. What? Who likes these? What are you supposed to do with these? They're not sweet. They're meaty. It's like you're eating an alien. You know? What? What do you do with this? What do you do with this? What am I going to do with my papayas? I got 2 by accident. I don't like them. My least favorite fruit. What? What? I mean, I feel bad. I feel bad for it. Because it's kind of cool looking. What do you do with a papaya? Tell me down below. My many viewers. What do you do with a papaya? Like really though, what do you do? What is this thing for? It's getting a D. It's worse than pomegranate. I don't understand it. I don't understand papaya. It gets a D. It doesn't taste sweet. It tastes like you're eating a meaty texture blob. A blob of texture. Oh God. We have the citrus fruits and I forgot we have these aliens. Here, I'm gonna give myself a blade. A blade. We're breaking into these. I'll return to the blade. Return with a blade. A blade. It's not crippling OCD. Used to be afraid of these boys. Intrusive thoughts. But we move through, we heal, and now I'm at peace with those things. No shame. No shame. Don't live in shame. Be who you are. Intrusive thoughts and all. They're okay. They're not representative of you and your character. In fact, they repulse you because they go against your character. There's OCD thought of the day for you, my loves. Moving on. Blade. When I get this, I got it for that pomelo, and I got it for this alien. But you know what? I'm not going to look it up. Maybe y'all can help me and tell me what this is, but I'm afraid to bite into it, so I'm going to cut it open. I'm going to cut it open with you. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've seen this before. I think I've seen him before in some iteration of him. But I don't know what he is. I guess I'm gonna bite into him. Well, that's bad. Maybe. What? That's not for human. It's not for humans. This one's not for humans. I don't think so. They got crunchy bits in it. There's all these seeds in here. Not for human consumption. It's coming from a guy who eats arsenic apple seeds. You know, unfortunate, whatever this is. I'm sure there's an application for it. It manages somehow to be better than papaya. It's going in D with papaya. It goes in D. Papaya. I don't know what he is. I'm sorry for my ignorance. That's a shame. These boys. I forget what these are called too. You guys can comment about these little guys. I don't know how you're supposed to eat them either. I'm going to cut them open as well. Yeah, they're cute. They're the cute little things with like I've seen them before. Like a little, ooh. Oh, these are lovely, what? They're like nutty. What do these taste like? I've never had this fruit before. What a fun experience. That last one was a bummer. But this, so I think you gotta crack them open. And then you got like a little nut. You got a little nut in the center. What a journey we're on together. I'm sure I'm just being a goober. You guys have been on this journey without me before, but you're on it with me now. You guided me through it. So you crack open this little husk, and you have this little white ball of meat, and within that little ball of meat, there's a little nut. There's a little nut center. I don't know if you're supposed to eat the nut, so I'm not gonna. But around this nut, there's this meat. There's this meat, this fruit meat, with a very rich flavor. That's almost like vanilla. It's like a nutty vanilla. That's like really good. That's really fun, you know? That's really fun. And I can't help but give this an A. Just on the novelty. Super inconvenient to eat, as I've complained about before. But what a novel, pretty, fun, cute experience. And like I cut the nut in half, and I feel as though I might be able to eat him, but I don't want to die. I'm not on it. I don't know if you're supposed to eat that. I don't think so. However, the nut surrounding it, very good. That's so yummy and inconvenient. Oh my god. Now what are these? Let me know. I mean, I can look it up, but I will after. I'll probably put a caption being like, this is what this is. That for entertainment value. Because I don't feel like grabbing my phone to look it up. I'm just like embarking on this mystery. Eyeball, meat, bean, nut. That tastes like something. Tastes like something I've had somewhere. I don't know if it tastes like boba. It's vanilla-y. It's nutty. It's so good. It belongs in a drink. It belongs in a drink. That's so fun. I'm gonna have one more. They're spilling at me. They're tempting me. I have one more. Then I'm gonna move on to our citrus fruit, which will conclude our fruit list. We'll conclude our fruit list with the citrus fruits. Starting with pomelo. Breaking into the pomelo. Would you look at the size of this boy? What in the world? That is a big ol' citrusy boy. He's a big boy. I relate to him in that regard, but I won't take you too far with me. Well, that could be a lie. I don't know. I'm pretty biased for big boys. Team big boy. It smells citrusy. This peel can be good for stuff. Where'd my spoon go? Darn it. Gosh darn it. Where'd my spoon go? Here's my spoon. He's pretty on the inside. A pretty pink guy. I like him. I like him. I'm getting a second wind. It starts to digest, you know, just like that initial like forcing of so much water and fiber into my belly. I was like, oof, a little bloated. So already encountering what I don't like about grapefruit, which is again the inconvenience factor. Oh wow. Aw, you're not very good. It's pretty, but not very good. No. Rather devoid of flavor. I'm spilling everywhere. Rather devoid of flavor, the pomelo would appear. At least this one. Which is unfortunate. Oh, pomelo. Come on now. Don't do this. Don't let me do this. What? Do we have any C's? I don't even know if we have C's. What do we have at B? We have pears and whatnot. I think I went straight down to like, I think coconut's a C, right? Yeah. I'm just going with, I might have forgot about the C tier. Could be unfortunate for the list. I think we like stretched it to D. Then we have S, we have A, we have B, we have B's, we have pears and peaches. We have A's, avocado, and watermelon, and nectarines, and what have you. Yeah, this is gonna be a C. I think this was coconut tier, C. Oh, I guess pomegranate was also C, huh? Yeah, pomegranate, pomelo, coconut, C. Weird, foreign fruit, not for humans, D. Papaya, similarly, D. Then we have A, watermelon, A, honeydew, A, alien bean eyeball, nut, and mango, and avocado, and dragon fruit. All A, and something else, maybe banana, A. Bear, oh yeah, and then we got a nectarine, A. Then we had all berries, pineapple, plum, peach as our S. I like it. I like the sounds of all that. I'm being tempted by this honeydew again, but we got like 3 more citrus fruits. Let's do a grapefruit. I'm gonna do a grapefruit. Cutting right on in. Getting right on into them. This is not a ruby grapefruit. Grapefruits immediately. Also getting a C. I don't think they're very good. I don't think they're very good. I think they're kind of bitter. I think they're overrated. They're certainly not as overrated as pomegranate. People love pomegranate. This is better than a pomelo. It's not good enough to knock it to a B. So it lives in C. Moving right along. I don't know what we have here. I'm having a hard time distinguishing between these. What does this say? It says Menola. We're just gonna eat these. And then there's one more little one. We're gonna eat these. I'm not sure. This one's yellower. I think one's a tangerine, one's like a clementine, one's an orange. Maybe we can put them all in the same kind of category. I don't know if that's fair. Here's this boy. Well, I opened this goofy. Oranges and whatnot are ones I'll just like eat. I think this is just an orange. I think the yellower one's an orange. It's a bad example of an orange. This orange is very flavorless. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Oranges, yeah, I don't know. The citrus fruits are not doing very good. So orange, I just consumed, is also a C. I could just be getting to the end of my, bandwidth. It's like close to a B. I want to try. It's on the fringe, but it's not gonna make it. That was a bad representatives. The oranges sent over. Let's see if this these two boys, one of them, I don't know. One of them's I think this is the clementine, right? Or I don't know who this little guy is. He's cute. And this tangerine. You guys can tell me the distinction between these two little guys. So far the citrus fruits are not doing too good. They're not doing too good. And that's okay. I like them, generally as a mix-up. I like to grab a juicy. They're juicy. See, this one's looking juicy and orange. I think these are the little cutie clementine kind of situations that people enjoy. It's still not wowing me, but I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna move him up. I'm gonna move up this little guy from C to a B. He's moved up citrus fruits from C to a B. They're juicy. They're just not packing. They're not doing a lot for me. Now this could also, see, I don't know. Is this an orange? I don't know. I don't know the differences between these things, which I guess I should do when I'm tiering them, but I don't have a lot of faith in it. I think it's going to land in C or B as well. Maybe it will surprise me. I'm going to give you my authentic, real reaction to it. It's a B. It's definitely better than pomelo and grapefruit and this orange. This one's more orangey. This could be the orange. The Minola. From Peru. Imported from Vegas. From Peru to Vegas. Well, on that note, I think I tried every fruit here. I think I did. I think that, although perhaps not the most comprehensive, well, that's a lie. No, that's pretty comprehensive. That's about the most I've seen people get. I really went on my way to get as many fruits as I could. We're missing, what are we missing? Missing a cantaloupe. At some point we're going to tier every apple. All these citrus fruits. Let's reflect. Let's reflect. All these citrus fruits fell short. Berries, pineapple, plum, peach. Yes, were my favorites. I'm not sure who I'd crown top favorite, but maybe for additional thumbnail, we go to this pineapple whose life I claimed to have beheaded, and perhaps we can hold some grapes as well for the people, for the thumbnail. What do you guys think? Am I cute? Perhaps. Yeah, dragon fruit good, papaya bad, other alien fruit bad. This one Well, that was Pomelo wrapper, the one that came in this. Whatever he was, whatever that guy is, I didn't like him. I'm sure there's some way you're supposed to eat them. These little nutty guys, these little guys, the Dark Horse, they were good. I liked them. They were very unique. And I love berries, man. I love berries. I love avocado. I'm remiss not to, some of those A's close to S. Avocado almost an S, given its, if you want to think about guacamole and its mixtures, but you can't do that for this tier list. It wasn't close enough that I could bump it to S. Pomegranate sucks. Yeah. I love you all. Don't let society tell you how to eat your fruits or how to express yourself in whatever ways you seek to express yourself, so long as it is not infringing on the autonomy of other human beings out there doing their best to express themselves. I leave you with that, and to reflect on that. If you're casting any harsh judgment on me for how I eat kiwis or anything like that, I love you all very much. Farewell. Thank you for fruit hearing.